This is the story of the revenge of Jimmy. I will tell you the story of Jimmy while he's hanging up there. Before we get to the revenge bit, I should really tell you the story of how this came to be. So, one day, Jimmy was enjoying a nice little walk at the park, and these two elves came up to him and were like, "Hey, are you okay?" He was like, "I mean, yeah, kinda." And they were like, "Well, do you want to be friends with us?" And he was like, "Sure, of course, why not?" Those two elves were none other than Harold and Emo. Harold, Emo, and Jimmy did everything together. For example, Jimmy was best man at their wedding. They went to the funeral of Jimmy's dog, and so on. But then Jimmy realized that Harold and Emo were leaving him out a whole lot, and he was confused. He was wondering why his friends would start to randomly leave him out. And then times came, and then they never hung out with him anymore. He's seen all the photos and videos, always together, and they never invited him. Then they started to be kind of rude towards him, and when he confronted them, they would say, "Oh, it's just banter." So one day, Jimmy decided to take his event, and that leads up to today. He hopped in the back of the car and drove to go find them. After a while, Jimmy found them. He drove up to them and decided to say,
"Had enough. This is where it ends. You will pay."
"Why?" They were very confused on what was happening, because what was happening? Nothing of it. Just as the days went on, everything was going wrong. Their friends had left them. People were ignoring them. People started to have a hostile attitude around them. Nobody wanted to be anywhere near them. And they were so confused until they narrowed it down to Jimmy. One day, they decided they would confront Jimmy. Exact same spot they had met him, and they approached him.
"Jimmy, why are you doing this to us? We didn't even do anything."
"It's not what I remember. I remember how you treated me. I remember it all."
"Right, we didn't even do anything."
At that moment, Emo and Harold had started to realize everything they'd done to Jimmy, and they were very sorry.
"Hey, please forgive us. Jimmy, please. Please, Jimmy."
They wanted nothing to do with them.
"I want nothing to do with you. This is
They woke up and realized they were tied to a road. They were so confused and started to panic.
"What happened to us? Help, somebody."
Just wouldn't move. Then a car started coming, and they were so thankful until it didn't stop. It kept going and crushing them as they screamed in pain. They died. Jimmy was riding the car. The end. I hope you enjoy.
Jimmy,